Vidya, it's lovely to see you back in Kahaani too.
Thank you.
And I'm very excited that you will be playing a wanted criminal. How often do you go for this kind of hooks?
I really make a decision basis the character and the story, and I found both extremely compelling. And it was an added bonus that we were making it as, Kahaani 2, taking the franchise forward.
Mm-hmm.
So even though it's not a sequel, it had the essence of Kahaani. So I think that's what is a real hook for me. I was excited that she is an unseemingly complicated character who gets accused of murder and kidnapping. So, she's a wanted criminal, and the posters, the marketing team came up with this idea to plaster the wanted posters all over town. But that was actually a byproduct, or that derived from the content, But that was not the reason I did the film, even though it was extremely exciting to see myself plastered all over the city.
So you often go for this kind of promotion. It seems like as if you have a lot of fun being part of
I love
such kind
promotions.
of promotional activities. So if you can share.
I love what I do. And I just feel that I would do anything to get audiences into theatres to watch my films. I feel very passionately about my films. And with the kind of films that I do, they give me opportunity to play around with the character, with the look. Every character and every film has been distinct in some way or the other. So when I'm doing 30 interviews a day, if I'm in the look, if I'm in a jail cell, handcuffed, it gives me that much more opportunity to have fun, to switch between the character and myself as Vidya Balan. So it makes it interesting for me, it keeps me motivated, it interests the reporter or the journalist, and the audience is therefore, so I'm always looking for interesting, like you said, hooks. But honestly, it was the marketing team's idea to do this.
Does it get tiring, like you moving around like a pregnant woman and...
No, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because I love the shocked reactions whenever I walked into a place, whether it was a publication office or a TV news channel, a college. I walked pregnant everywhere, and people were like, for a second, even though they knew I was there to promote Kahaani, it would take them by surprise, and I love those reactions.
How difficult or how challenging it is for you to slip into this kind of characters? You almost transform yourself at some level.
I think the joy is when I'm able to transform myself, because there's just one of me. But when I'm offered an exciting part, I try and use the tools at my disposal to give the character a distinct look, to do something different so that I'm able to create a person out of that character. And I have tools of makeup, hairstyle, costume, mannerisms. These are all tools, sometimes language or some other skills. So I use these tools to create a new person. And I find that extremely challenging, but also extremely fulfilling. And it really excites me when I have things like this to play with.
How do you see this level, your level as the actor who plays strongest female protagonist characters?
I love it. I love it because I think maybe I get drawn to those characters and those characters get drawn to me. I love when a character gives me an opportunity to go through a journey, when the arc of the character is interesting. It's challenging for me as an actor. Only then do I feel compelled to tell the story of that character.
Do you also feel some sort of responsibility that you have to live up to that kind of tag?
No, my only responsibility is towards myself. I love that. I'm very grateful for all the love I've received, for all those people who say, we really look forward to your films, and for all those people who buy tickets and go and watch my films. I'm genuinely grateful. But I work for myself. Because if I tried to preempt what people were expecting of me, I think I'd fail miserably.
Do you think actors like you have successfully increased our shelf life that we talk about when it comes to female actors?
Make that, I don't know about shelf life, but make it lifetime. Because this is the only thing I know, this is the only thing I love. I want to do it for the rest of my life. So I don't see any impediments in the way. And as long as I believe there are no impediments, there will be no impediments. Also because of the changing times. Maybe 10 years ago the situation was different, but today, look all around us. Women are not stopping their lives after they get married or after they have children or at any age. So I think there's a change underway.
How do you get drawn to certain stories and characters? Like you will be playing Kamalala's character. How do you go about your selection?
I actually ask myself as an audience, is this a film I want to watch? As an actor, is this a story I want to tell? As an actor, is it a character I want to get to know, or is it a life I want to lead? Then of course the director, producer, all of them come into play. But I think these are the criteria that I look for when I'm reading a script.
Do you go through a script very minutely with a...
No, I read it. No, not really. But it's instinctive. So when I read it the first time, if it connects, it connects. Sometimes when people request me, when I don't connect with the script and I tell them and then they say, no, but please read it one more time. I try and read it with an open mind. But invariably, I think in the first reading,
Have you ever regretted saying no to any role?
Not so far.
People talked about you slowing down and you said that you were taking a little break. So what do you do when you are not acting, when you are not preparing for a role?
Actually I've always worked at this pace. For the past 9 years, I've done 1 at the max 2 films a year. And I don't know why suddenly, maybe because I took that 7-8 month break, people make too much of it and all that. But that's how I work, because I like to work and then take a break, just do other things in life and then borrow from life so that I can immerse myself in the character and in the world I'm inhabiting at that time on a film. So, and what I do therefore when I say I borrow from life is I'm reading, I'm watching films, I'm going for plays, I'm spending time with loved ones, I'm just lazing, I'm leading a more regimented life in terms of time, eating, sleeping, exercising on time, all these things.
So what is your biggest stress buster?
I think my sister's twins, 5-year-old twins, Ira and Ruhan. I see them and I forget about everything else.
Is there a fantasy that you have as an actor which is yet to be fulfilled?
Yeah, I want to work with Woody Allen.
I hope this comes true.
Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you.
I have seen you at the Prithvi Theatre more than once.
Yeah.
So would you ever like to probably give a performance in front of...
No, I don't think I can handle a live audience, I just feel like I'd forget all my lines. I need the security of a retake.
So thank you, Vidya. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you. It was a
Looking
pleasure.
forward to Kahaani 2.
Thank you. Kahaani 2, 2nd December. Don't forget.